Message I want to share with each one of you, it'll be 8 to 10 minutes long, is understanding your pure essence. What does that really mean? What is your pure essence? Well, you are an aspect or part of what I call the true source, or God, the true source. And you've heard me saying this again, that, in the Old Testament it said you're made in the image of God. Well, understanding that your essence and what you truly are, and life is nothing but an experience. And everything that you do empowers you. So if you go out to dinner and you have a dinner of chocolate chip Brussels sprouts, you may decide, heck no. But there's always somebody that's going to like it. But I want to share with you in this coming week to realize that you are unlimited, but I'd like you to observe what's going on in your life. What's going on in your life and around you. And here's the way you're going to experience this. Because this is coming from true inner source guidance. And that is, you're going to observe what you are going through in your life that you're having a challenge with. Not that you're going to experience their challenge, but it's going to be a door that opens up, and you will see what they're struggling with, excuse me, and what is going on in their life. And then you are going to have an aha and say, is that me? I mean, why am I experiencing this? Why am I allowing this to happen in my life? So it's a doorway for you to observe others for something that you're being challenged with. Now, I like the word challenge because what challenge means is it's setting you up to overcome this challenge in your life. It's setting you up to say, that's me, that's a mirror of me, and I do not desire to be that way anymore. That's so important. And this I would like you to view as a gift. It's a very powerful gift. And in this gift, it's an aha. Because say, is that really me? And the next question is, do I want this in my life? Is this what's important to me? I realize I'm being shown this. I'm realizing it's an example for me to look at. But do I want to contend with this? And hopefully the answer will be, no way. I do not want to contend with this. I do not want this in my life anymore. Next question would be, okay, so if this is a challenge, I don't want to experience this anymore. I get it. What do I need to do? And that's the other part of the aha. What do I need to do? That's when you go into meditation and you ask just briefly for true source inner guidance. What is necessary for me to overcome this challenge? Because to some people, the challenge can be or could be daunting. And that's only because that person made it daunting in their own minds. When we see, I think it was Roger Bannister, many years ago, and when in the races, and I think it was in Olympics, he wanted to break the 4-minute mile. And he broke the 4-minute mile just under 4 minutes. I don't remember what it was. But it was his desire, the challenge, to break the 4-minute mile. And after he did it, other people have beaten his record, and I don't know what it is, but they believed they could. But he was the doorway as an example to others. And the doorway for him was to others who tried and said they could not do it, I can't do it, or whatever they said. And he refused to let that in his consciousness because he had decided that he was going to break the 4-minute mile. How many challenges have you had in your lifetime that you have overcome? The problem with we being human is we get into a certain kind of behavior, a certain kind of groove, and it can only be done that way. Well, if it can only be done that way, we never have electric lights, we never have jet planes, we would never have cars that are running on batteries, we would never have the foods that we have now or the preservatives. Never have any of those things. But there were souls who said, I'm going to find a different way to do this. And that should be your reasoning. That should be your feeling. All right, this is a challenge. I'm going to overcome it. I'm going to ask for true inner source guidance. To either meditate or ask for it, and just say, if you don't get an answer, let me get the answer at the perfect time. Whether it's 3 seconds from now, or 3 weeks from now, or 3 months. Normally, it's within a couple of days. Here's something I wrote in my book, and that is called the Universal Band of Knowledge. Anything in this universe that has ever been thought of or created, and even your thoughts, go into the Universal Band of Knowledge. And by asking how you can solve this challenge, you will automatically either get it from the Universal Band of Knowledge or from the true source. I would say at this point of the time, whatever your question is, unless it's something creating a new invention, and it's a personal thing, 97-98% of the time, it comes from the true source. We look around at people, and they have a natural talent. Some are natural carpenters. Obviously, I was not a carpenter in my past lives because I am fair if I'm lucky at it. But I wanted to share something, how, what I cook. And I think Quinn or Leah experienced this. And I was cooking something, and I always go to true source, let me know when it's done. I know when it's done. And then, people have a chicken and they dry out chicken. I would say when I'm listening, 99.9% of the time, if you have chicken in my house, it's moist and it's tender. Not underdone, it's not overcooked. Because what I have done is ask for true inner source guidance. Now, whether that true inner source guidance comes from a master guide, a guide, or from the true source, I really don't care. Because it's always exact. Or when you sit down and you're writing something, a book, or perhaps you're dealing with someone, and you can ask true inner source guidance, how can I help this situation with this person? You'll be amazed at what comes out of your mouth and what you do. Or if you're worried about prosperity or taking off weight or putting on weight, yeah, there are some people that can't put on weight. I don't like to talk to them, but they have trouble putting on weight. But truly, I'm being humorous here, truly, all the answers that you desire to overcome your challenges, they're out there if you will just listen. And where does the information come from? True inner source guidance. Could that be your oversoul? Yeah. Could be your soul. Could be the celestial beings. Whatever it is, you are the solution to everything that's going on in your personal life, to everything that's going on in this planet. So the microcosm is your life. The macrocosm is this planet.